All right, everyone, welcome back to Atlantic Health Jets Training Center here in Florham Park, New Jersey. We've got our next game, Primetime versus X-Flag Football. Adam Kaplan, Willie Colon, and James D. Virgilio. Guys, our next game here are two teams that are very experienced. Primetime out of Richmond, Virginia. They're in the blue. They're an eight-man tag, eight-man flag, generally an X-Flag football. They are out of Los Angeles. Let's hope for a good one, and we'll check it out right now as X-Flag will throw off, and here it comes. The lefty throws. That is Michael Allen on the throw-off. James, I like how the return goes right in the middle where the guy could use his speed, and they had to converge. Their special teams did not cover that well. They got there late.
You know, you're going to see an interesting matchup here. Primetime, much more athletic, much quicker across the board than the X-Flag team. X-Flag team, savvy flag football veterans. They got guys that have played a lot in general. State of California not known for producing nationally relevant flag football teams. Virginia, not necessarily known either, so you can't necessarily pick the region in this one. I'm interested to see how Ricky Dobbs handles the transition.
He is the quarterback for Primetime.
Yep.
Former Navy quarterback, 27 rushing touchdowns in 1 year, one of his many years at Navy. This guy could do it. He was a runner there, but now he is a thrower.
Now comes out with all hitches there. Not my favorite flag football play. I think you want to have guys moving down the field, whether it's a slant or anything else. Hitches, easy flag pull. One of the easiest ways to pull a flag is on a hitch. Not a big gain there. They got second down to the 50.
Second down and about 17 from their own 33.
Corner route there. And one thing
they had a mix-up there, by the way.
Yep.
Number one ran toward Dobbs, and he was like, what am I supposed to be doing here?
Now, number one, Joseph Sanders is actually a really quick guy. Big guy. He plays their second quarterback, a lot of times called a Delgado quarterback. Delgado Community College in New Orleans gets credit with inventing that formation.
Interesting. Okay.
But interesting to see how they handle it. One thing you notice about guys that play at high-level college or some of the NFL, they'll throw the ball to windows that aren't really that open for a flag football guy. And that's really not a great throw there to fit that in. He had better throws to take advantage of, but one of the things is to teach yourself not to do it. Expect a blitz here from X-Flag. Third down, expect a blitz. Let's see. Here it is. Blitz is in. Beats him with a good move. Misses a flag pull. He's free. He's got a pitch available. He's got a pitch available. There it is.
He takes it.
Across the 45, across the 40.
To Stephen Miller.
Excellent gain, excellent play.
Willie, when a blitzer comes at you as an offensive lineman, what's kind of the mindset to make sure he doesn't get to the quarterback?
We got to play him inside out, force him wide. Force as a big, me having playing guard and also tackle, you want the guy to try to go right down the middle of you because he's not going to burrow you over. So 9 out of 10 times you want to play him, take half the man away and force him to rush wide. So if the quarterback is in the pocket, he can step up.
All right, first down and 11. We got to get to the 25.
You can see Primetime utilizing a permanent second quarterback here. He can throw it to him if he doesn't like it. They're going to fake a hand. Take a handoff. That's smart. The reason you take the handoff is there's no more go clock. He's got all day. He can also run. He's still got a pitch available. There's the pitch.
Back.
Here he goes. Fake pitch. Nice gain. Nice play.
Hold to 22. Very nice
you can see what Primetime is doing right now is sort of classic flag football strategy. Not a lot of downfield throws. Actually short dumps, utilizing a pitch that's available. You have X-Flag who's sitting way deep right now, and Primetime is really making them pay. It'll be interesting to see if X-Flag wants to come up.
Good job by Sanders. Real nice.
And challenge them at the line of scrimmage, which is something they're not a team that's comfortable doing. They like to run cover two. They like to sit deep. Let's see what happens here as this game pushes on.
I like Ricky Dobbs. You can tell his composure.
He's got a lot of command right now, really. He does. He looks like
knows where he's going with the football. He's not
forcing it. Make sure his guys are lined up.
Yeah, now Ricky lost in the second round of his regional, and he got picked up here by this Primetime team, and now they've got him running quarterback. He's open on the corner. He's taken off.
Sanders with – does he have like a mouth guard? He
does, playing with a mouth guard.
There you go.
He is fleet of foot. You'll see as this game goes on, he can really run.
Some hefty quarterbacks, man. I like it.
Yeah, big size here on Primetime.
Yep. On the pitch back. He waits, and sees some daylight. Let's play to the 14-yard line. On a first down. Down a second and goal.
There's the handoff. Now he can throw it back to Ricky. He's going to throw it forward to him. Good little outlet play.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Not sure why there's a flag here.
That's what Ricky's trying to tell him.
Let's see.
This is a legal play. He handed that off. That's a legal play. I don't know the last time Ricky caught a football, though, judging by that that replay.
It looked like it, yeah. It looked like that Tom Brady when Brady dropped that football.
Yeah. I've seen Tom Brady catch some one-handed balls in practice outside of that.
Exactly. Yeah, right. And Philly had the Philly special.
All right, 3rd down and goal, cover 2 here from X-Flag. You get a balanced formation with the throwback quarterback, as we call the guy in the back there, Sanders in the back, throwback quarterback from Primetime. There's a numbers advantage here for X-Flag.
3rd and goal.
No rush coming. Goes with a short look off. And they're going to have 4th down and 10. So I don't like that play there, Willie.
Yep.
You can see that no one's rushing. He got to take his time there. If he sees nothing he likes, he got to trust his back man here to make a play out of that. Throw it back to him, let him throw, let him run.
And this is where you would love to have size in the red zone to shield a guy off in tight quarters. It's harder to score when you're inside the 10 or inside the 15.
Sure.
And it's tight quarters here, so we'll see.
And I'd like to see trips. I was just about to say it. Here it is. I see a trips formation that allows them to run some different route combinations. You might want to run a smash concept here, hitch in a corner from the slot.
4th and goal. The 11.
Blitz coming here. Good blitz. They rush 2. Good play to beat the pressure. Good play to beat the pressure there. He's got a lot of time. He could probably run around for a while with this guy.
Did he get it?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Now, Willie, here's something in flag that's crucial. It looked like Sanders could have run around number 7 of X-Flag at will.
Yep.
And right here, he stops. I would have rather seen him carry this out to the right again to extend the pressure on the defense. Once you make your first move as a second quarterback and you know that guy can't run with you, don't give him the benefit by just standing there and throwing it. Take it, put the pressure on the defense that way. I would have liked to have seen him do that big stop from X-Flag.
If I'm X-Flag, Primetime just told you the Da Vinci code here. Force them to nickel and dime you. They can't beat you deep. They're going to play methodical, so keep everything in front of them.
Yeah, a lot of routes from Primetime are not good flag football routes right now. They're more traditional football routes. Let's see what happens here with X-Flag.
Melvin Marshall is your quarterback. You saw him earlier today on their win. Over the middle to the big guy. Number 11 is Dash Crutchley, who's a big target. You guys faced him, Florida United, earlier, and he had a couple catches.
I don't want to see his stat line because I think he caught maybe 10 or 11 balls against us.
Like
you know, he's not fast.
Yeah.
When you're out there guarding him, he's not fast. But one thing about X-Flag is they run very smart flag football routes. A lot of crossers, a lot of drags, a lot of 2-on-1s in the middle. And it's not that you can't just guard him, but it's that they run things that you kind of have to leave him for a small window. And Melvin is very astute at hitting him. Melvin is a solid flag football quarterback, makes a lot of good throws.
It's also, when he's in the middle, it's hard to get around him.
First down here is to the 25.
Throws down
wide
the right
open
side.
throw on the rail.
Good play.
It's a really good play there. You can see they 2-on-1 the corner here, Willie. And as soon as the corner chose to go low, he's got an easy throw over the top. Very, very simple of that trips formation for X-Flag.
Catch by Michael Allen. Good throw.
I like number 12, Brian Mitchell, the center for X-Flag. It's good to have your parents play with you.
The center, again, can't go out. So if you're wondering, hey, how is number 12 a viable flag football player? He can't go out. He's almost certainly someone's brother, friend, long-term, whatever, and he's getting a chance to snap out here.
Big Lebowski out there.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
All right, you're seeing a guy in the backfield here.
First down and 10 from the 40.
Jet sweep here to alleviate the rush.
Ooh, comes Dwayne Henry on the end around. Nice play.
This flag is pulled, I believe, at the 47-yard line. Let's see where that spot is.
Second down at the 46.5.
Second to the 50.
This is X-Flag. They are out of the Southern California area. They are in red.
Checks in as Stephen Williams. Had an excellent game against my team, Gators United. Caught 3 touchdowns, I believe, on primarily go routes. Look for him under vertical. I'm sure pre-snap he likes this matchup here right out of the gate. You're getting an interesting defense in Primetime. It's hard to read it pre-snap. Let's see, they're bailing. Looks like a cover 3. Nice look.
Oh, the big fella was wide open.
We might have a roughing the passer call or a block. Let's see. I think you might get 12 here on a block.
Which you cannot do.
And if so, that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's the play now, guys. He didn't move.
He didn't move.
Well, the center did not move.
That should be, you are able to quote-unquote block if you don't ever move.
He didn't move.
He didn't move.
They should
Clearly.
pick that flag up.
Yeah, he kept his hands down.
They should pick that flag up. They should still be 3rd down. I'm not sure they're going to, though. Let's see if they get it right.
Can't throw a flag on a man with a
They haven't moved on the yard marker. Let's see.
I hope they get this one right. Looks like they maybe get this right. Let's see if he picked it up. Yeah, they're going to go 3rd down here. That's the right call.
Here, look.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Yeah, see what he did is he moved, but he didn't touch anyone.
Third down, wide open over the middle, unguarded.
Got his man wide open, the big fella.
Big target, favorite target. Now you see that Primetime's into cover
Dash
2.
Crutchley.
Primetime's into cover 2, and you run a nice little post route there right over the middle. That's what's open. It's clear these teams could not scout each other. Keep that in mind. So neither team saw.
And his guy broke wide open. Where's Crutchley?
Neither team saw the other one play, Willie, today. So they have no idea right now that Dash Crutchley is the go-to guy for X-Flag's team. They have no idea that's their primary target.
Dash is a big guy. Like, he can play left tackle in the league.
Yeah, and Willie, I don't know if you saw that, but he showed the belt there too.
Yeah, I saw
he's got some hips.
Yeah, showed the buffet belt.
He's got some hips. That's it.
You see that go clock?
Wide open there. And what you're really seeing right now, if you're tuning in at home, you look at Primetime and you would think, wow, Primetime looks a lot prettier. They look a lot sexier as a football team. But X-Flag is right now a much more competent.
Well, I don't know if they look pretty.
Is fantastic. Michael Allen again on the catch.
Both teams have a little hefty lefties around.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line for X-Flag. We have no score. 19-20 clock running in the first half.
We talked about the organization earlier. You can see the X-Flags they have a play band. They are calling plays off of a play band. Melvin has the ability to audible at the line,
which we've seen a lot in the 2 days here.
You're seeing this is generally a cover 2 here. Oh, look out!
Possible pick.
Yeah. Is it picked off?
Now, interesting route combo there, Willie. They're against the cover 2, and they basically ran an arrow concept. They ran the slot towards the out. Not a good route against cover 2, and surprised they went with that one there. That was a dangerous throw.
Possible pick
very
too.
Close.
Dangerous throw. Wrong read in this situation here. Good
passes behind,
play.
Also behind the intended receiver.
They got away with one there. That could have been a pick.
Garrett.
Yeah, if Melvin would have set in there, he had Dash wide open in that pocket. He could deliver the football to the big fella.
All right, 3rd and goal now at the 13 for X-Flag. Will they be the first team to score in this game?
This is X-Flag's base set. They like that trips to the right. Side snap. We might get a false start here. If so, it'd be crucial penalty.
That would be a turn. That would be
4th down if it is, and it is. We have a false start. Huge penalty there. Fourth down, I expect Primetime to blitz here. You'd expect immediate pressure. What X-Flag likes to do to alleviate the pressure is drop their various quarterbacks back. Number 5 and number 1 are their 2 other quarterbacks like to have throw.
On the snap, full start there.
Hard to see there.
I love the snap. People don't understand. It's hard to snap sideways like that. It's not an easy thing.
You can see right now they moved the 2 quarterbacks back. It looks like Primetime is going to shoot the left one. There he goes. He's going to hold.
For his man
throw back, very smart. He's going to release. Quarterback's open. Melvin's open.
Throws it.
Chooses not to go to Melvin.
It's a 50-50 ball.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Pretty sure
into coverage.
Pretty sure he had a touchdown there to his quarterback if he saw him.
I think he did see him.
Let's see.
He just went with the big fella.
Maybe he got covered up there, Willie. I couldn't quite tell, but he looked like he flashed open when he released that.
Willie, did you ever snap in your career?
I did snap. I was an emergency center, yep.
Okay. Here's the play again.
Goes across the field.
Number 5 goes up.
Almost.
Just a jump ball.
Very good jump ball.
Very good help defense there. Excellent job.
I'd love to see a shot of the play underneath.
I think their first blitz of the half. They have 4 remaining.
All right, on the turnover and downs, Primetime will take over. Primetime out of the Richmond, Virginia region. They hail from Richmond. No score so far. 16:50 left in the first half. Clock running.
And Willie, you can see the effect there of that false start.
Yeah.
They lost the down. They ran a bad play on 2nd down, and then they lost the down, and then they found themselves on 4th down and didn't get it done. So 0-0 holding serve here.
Ricky Dobbs is the quarterback, the Navy quarterback. He's known for his rushing, not
cover
throwing.
2, no rusher.
Sanders
got tons of time, tons of time. There he goes. Holding. That's going to be holding.
Ooh, it'll die right there. The play will stop right there with the ball on the ground.
I like that out of Joseph Sanders. He just took what the defense gave him. Didn't force it. Knew he had the speed.
It's a little juke move.
A little juke.
They got him right there, but he got him. See, he got his hand on the flag, but he couldn't pull it.
Hold on the defense.
To get hold of that bull.
The first down results in a free play plus their 4 regular downs. 50.
Now we have a We have a first down. Yeah, we have a first down here after the penalty.
So Primetime sticking with this, what we call this Delgado formation, the second quarterback formation. And you have X-Flag sticking with the cover 2. No rusher. He's got 4 seconds. Ineffective route combo there.
To Stephen Miller.
Again, ineffective route combo. You're going against cover 2. That corner is not going to bail, Willie.
Yep.
It's not what you want to be throwing against that. I think it shows me a little bit that Primetime may be unsure of how you attack this cover 2. You can attack this cover 2 just like you would in real football. You can 2-on-1 the safety with verticals. You can clear out that corner by running a rail and see if he stays low or goes high. But right now, Primetime running a lot of short routes into the cover 2 corner.
I like Ricky Dobbs. He's at least accurate. He's precise where he's throwing the football. He's not forcing it. But I'm with you. If you got a chance to go after those safeties, do it.
Again, no blitzer. He's got 4 seconds here. So he hands it off. That's the handoff. Unlimited
that
time.
Toss
Clock. Back. Now they rush.
Dobbs scrambles.
He should take off. He does. Very smart read. Very smart read. Keep on going.
Take what the defense gives you.
See where he's spotted. Looks like he's short of the 50.
You mark it at the 47-yard line.
Second down to the 50. The biggest problem that X-Flag has right now is they cannot rush either of the quarterbacks for Primetime. Anytime it's a one-on-one rushing situation, they are getting beat.
Let's be honest. Both quarterbacks are a little on the big side, so they're trying to save their win.
That's a good point.
As a fellow big man, I get that. Take as much time.
Because I think if you're Primetime, you could really keep that going for a while. You have good matchups here at the linebacker spots. Here we go. Dead.
Checks it down.
Again, you look at those route combos, Willie. You had a hitch, you had a sit, you had 2 guys that ran dig routes that hit each other. They both ran into each other on the digs. I mean, nothing's there.
Willie, playing with Ben Roethlisberger, did you feel like you had to hold your block a little bit longer?
No, that became
earlier in his day.
Yeah, no. At times you did, but I just felt like that became an excuse. I mean, when you have a big-time talent like that, your job is just to keep him upright. So that's what we try to take pride in. Ben is going to do what he's going to have to do regardless. So you just got to do your job. And
here's a handoff to Sanders. They missed the pull. Did they get?
Got him at the 40, yeah. Third down and 3. Okay. Simple handoff there. Again, no rush. No rush coming from X-Flag.
Take what the defense gives you.
Yeah.
Keep it simple
here.
I like Primetime. They know what they're doing. Smart. Then the game coming in. Ricky Dobbs is showing great quickness.
I like that. I like that call. We don't see a lot of handoffs here that are actually not be a throw.
And Smart, Primetime is elementary in their routes right now, but Smart understanding of the game. If you're going to have X-Flag's middle linebacker sit 10, 12 yards off the line, and they're not going to rush, they're going to take that shot.
Down the right side.
He's got him floated.
Oh, incomplete.
It hit him in the hands too.
Yeah, that was a good throw. That was a tough catch because he had to watch it.
Ball hung a little bit, but I think Willie, I think that goes right off his hands, right?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Oh yeah, got to make that catch.
Yes.
He felt like he was running out of real estate, which he was, but you got to catch that.
You got to bring it in.
You have to see it over your shoulder. That is a tough catch, though. I know he should have it, but that is a very difficult challenge for a receiver downfield.
And so far, the story of this game has been neither team has been able to make a play when they've needed it. And here we are at 0-0.
He knows it. He would say it. He should have had it. Not an easy catch, but he should have had it.
Balance formation, throwback quarterback here again, cover 2.
2nd and 16 from the 41 for Dobbs. Primetime.
Handoff. He can throw. Throws back.
Sanders is
good moves from Sanders.
They missed the pull.
Good moves from Sanders. Good moves from Sanders.
He's going to score.
There you go.
They should have had him way back there, but they missed the pull.
That's the name of the game of flag football. And we said right at the start of the broadcast that Sanders could really move.
Yeah.
And there it is on display.
For a big guy, he could really dip his hips.
Hey, you know what's great about that? He didn't go east-west. He went north-south.
Here it is, guys.
Straight north.
Belt show. There's the belt show, Willie.
Yeah. Accelerate right through here. Bang.
The big fella gets low. He dipped his hips.
That's the dip move.
Absolutely beautiful. Great
belt
job.
Show and the dip. Those are 2 of the most common flag football moves on display.
You called it at the top of this game. Sanders would be a big-time player, and Joseph Sanders got it done, number 1, for the first touchdown. They will go for 1.
A little gas back there, but he'll be all right. I get it, big fella.
He's a big dude.
I get it.
Dobbs has got it.
Good look off. Oh, nice look off.
Nice.
Dobbs looks off to the right there, throws back across the middle for the extra point.
Myers. That is a big-time veteran look off by Ricky Dobbs.
Now that was a really nice route combo on both sides. They have a good extra point play. We've seen that on display. That was
Myers,
nice.
here it is, guys. Again, on the 1-point conversion.
Checks it left. He has a corner and a slant. Checks right. Knows he's got a guy coming across the middle there. Very, very nice play.
A lot of young quarterbacks out there for you trying to learn the position. You move to safety and linebackers with your eyes, not so much the footwork. It's what you do with your eyes to get guys open.
Yeah, that was a perfect explanation of that. It's exactly what he did. You saw him scan left, scan right, No, we had the middle one.
Joseph Sanders, who's been great, 5 rushes, 93 yards and a touchdown. And the big one, and let's face it, it was a combination of Sanders being great and missed pulls by the defense. Let's see that dip again, guys. Here it comes. Look how close his knee was to the ground. Incredible balance for the big guy, Willie.
Well, it's all about center of gravity. If you get that thing low and you keep moving forward, it's hard to be stopped.
Nice throw off here down to the 10.
Good throw off to the 10. Yeah.
Here he comes.
To Allen. He's down short of the 25-yard line.
So they basically have a full, normal 25-yard first down to get here to the 50.
All right, prime time up, 7-0. They score first, 10:15 left, first half clock running.
We'll talk about this a lot on every flag football broadcast we do together here, but the #1 thing in flag football is to pull flags. and it's easier said than done, but you saw the breakdown from X-Flag. I mean, that was a basic little handoff, and he takes off for a 35-yard touchdown. And all the guys were there. They were there for the pulls.
But Joe Sanders, once he got inside the 15, his balance for a guy's size, incredible.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm X-Flag here, you got to mix it up just like Primetime did. Do some handoffs, get these guys getting north. You know you're going to dash here. He's your big target.
All right. Marshall, the quarterback.
Pick.
That
should have been a pick.
That should have been picked by Charity.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Charity should have had.
I don't know if that doesn't look like pass interference to me. Will he played the ball all the way
Yeah.
there? They got their feet tangled. Let me see this. He's behind him. He goes up.
His knee got in the back of him.
Maybe he got a little shove there.
Yeah.
Kashif Charity should have
Live
had the
time,
pick.
hard to tell there. Maybe he does get the knee in the back.
Just being a football player there. Got caught up.
Guys, it looked like they.
That's not
a horrible call. Yeah.
That is not defensive pass interference.
They're picking it up.
They're picking it up.
Excellent.
You guys are correct.
Good job.
Excellent adjustment there,
their legs locked. Yeah.
Great job by the officiating crew. That's 2 now in this game. They've gotten correct.
Guys, they don't have the benefit of replay. Great job by the officials here.
Well, you know, part of it, Melvin threw that ball behind him, so the receiver tried to slow down, and that's what happens. It happens in the league too.
Yeah, that's a great call. Good job.
Clearly see it on a replay. Good job, guys.
They got to get to the 50. Second out of the 50. I would expect a blitz here. Great time to blitz from Primetime.
2nd and 26 at their 24-yard line.
Not going to do it. Rushing after 2 seconds. Here he is. Got a man. Turned around the wrong way.
Yeah, miscommunication on that throw.
3rd down. Almost certainly a blitz coming for Primetime here. That'll be the right move.
Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 26, not 16.
Right. That's what I mean out of X-Flag. You want to see them mix it up. You know, they're taking these shots. It's incomplete. It's all about yak. Getting the yards, shorting it down the distance.
8 minutes left. Clock running. Prime time up. 7-0. Defenses, for the most part, have dominated until Joseph Sanders took over on that last drive.
Went yard.
That was beautiful. It really was. It really was. And we saw true flag football. The dip. And showing his real incredible flexibility for a guy that big to get that low. His knee almost touched the ground. Incredible.
A 1-4-2 defense here, a cover 2 with a rusher. They blitz. In fact, there's a fake handoff. There's a throwback. Excellent shot by number 7.
You have to get rid of this ball now.
Dead. There it is.
Dead. That's
excellent defense by Primetime.
Good job.
That's not that easy, Willie, to do if you haven't played flag. They exchanged all of those perfectly. You had a handoff. You had a step back throwback.
Here it
they
is,
appropriately pressured every single one of them.
Now, could the center have caught that ball there?
Yeah, would the center, because it was tipped, would he be alive for the play to catch it?
That's a great question. I'd love to get a rules confirmation. My understanding is the ball has to be possessed by a receiver first before the center can get it, and the tip is not possession. So as I understand it, I don't think so.
All right, guys, we're going to have a throw-off here on 4th down because they got a long way to go, 4th and 26 from their own 24. Under 7 minutes left, clock running as it does in the first half. The only time it would stop would be at 2 minutes at the end of the game. So this is, unfortunately, for our guys, X-Flag from LA.
Their second blitz in the first half. They have 3 remaining.
Sorry. Bring it up.
Thanks for that.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Yes. But here's the throw-off.
He brought it up like 3 times. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes. Michael Allen on the throw-off here. For X-Flag.
Short throw.
That is really short.
Primetime should get good field position.
And the return by Stephen Miller.
He's got a lane.
He's got a lane. Goes left. Goes down and inside to
ideally, if you wanted to go next level flag strategy, he recognizes he's running out of real estate, and as he gets to the 50, he throws that ball down on the ground, which would have given him 1st and 1. Instead, he crossed, and now they've got 1st down to the 25.
Plus, if you don't cross midfield and you throw a bomb, for a touchdown at 7 points.
Extra points.
Yep.
Yeah. So something, again, you will see that as this tournament progresses, I assure you. Haven't seen it today, but you will see people do that.
All right, first down from the 47.
No adjustments here from X-Flag, still a cover 2.
Time.
No rusher. He can hand it off here.
Time.
He can hand it off. He's taking a shot. He's got him.
He misses him. And again, Sanders came in. We saw this early in the game. He got very close to Dobbs. In fact, he could have impacted the throw.
It almost seems like he's in a way. He almost got
I
in the
don't
way
know what.
of the
I don't know
throw
sure if they quite know what they were doing there, because that should have been an easy touchdown.
They've done that at least 2 or 3 times this game. And I wonder if Ricky has to kind of at least send him the signal or something that, hey.
Yeah, I like the tactics here, though. I think the way that X-Flags play defense, they bail out in that cover 2. And by keeping Joseph there, like we mentioned, it gives a chance when the go clock gets to the end to hand it to him. But like you mentioned, you don't want him to be so close that he's interfering in the throw lane.
It looked like he almost knocked him over while he's trying to throw the ball.
Yeah, he did get close. But I like what I'm seeing from Primetime adjustment-wise. X-Flag, I think, needs to counter this. I don't think they can be content to sit back like this.
If I'm X-Flags, they got to put some pressure. Or at least fake it.
Second and 20.
That's a forward pass. Curious call there.
Got
interference?
Got a flag.
Not sure what the call is going to be here.
I'm trying to figure out number 5 like here from Primetime. What do you got there? Is that a wig?
I think
interesting.
That's definitely a wig.
That's definitely a wig? Yeah.
That is a wig.
Yeah.
That is.
Looks like a beaver taking a shower on his head.
Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller.
Third down.
That's interesting.
And so now we have third down.
Penalty against blue.
Penalty here.
It's a block.
Lost it down.
Did he block? Did he block?
Yes, they called that.
We got in the way. See, he got in the way. He tried to get out of the way.
All right, third down, 20. You expect a blitz.
Here,
you expect a blitz here.
They're showing blitz. They're showing blitz.
Here it comes. Oh,
nope,
no, they're not going to do it.
They don't.
Now they got to go because the handoff's got to go. He's
that
got
was the play they were trying to get.
Now he can throw. He can throw. Got a man. Great.
Nice play.
Great
Beautiful
throw.
teamwork.
Floor's open. Great ball.
Great job. He missed. Oh, did he get it? Yeah, he did. I'll tell you. That was what Sanders has been trying to do, get the ball from Ricky Dobbs that he did there, and you saw the execution.
Now let's talk about how good of a play this is. You get the handoff here, which takes off the go clock. The handoff lets you throw one back, puts it forward on a late drag.
I mean, Dobbs sticks it right between the chest plate. I mean,
first
right
goal.
there.
First and goal now from the 17-yard line for our guys from Primetime out of Richmond, Virginia. They score here, guys. They're up 7-0.
Dobbs threw that ball so hard. You heard the thud. It just pounded his chest.
He slung that thing in there. Very nice work by Primetime. X-Flag having a very hard time stopping Primetime in the backfield right now. They're going to have to figure out a way to stop it, or Ricky and Joseph are going to know they've got all day back there time-wise.
Now we got timeout here.
Got a timeout here, Primetime. That is their first. 3:01 left, first half.
So the goal of flag football, theory-wise, is essentially to have the team have to come up and guard you underneath. The best teams force you to guard the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, and vertically. X-Flag is having this conversation now. They're basically saying, if we keep staying in this cover 2 that's soft, they're going to continue to hand the ball off, buy time, and run on us. What do we do? A team like X-Flag, though, is going to be uncomfortable having to guard close to the line of scrimmage. This is a crucial, crucial part of the game. It looks like they're going to stay with what their defense is. If Primetime scores here and pulls them out of it, I would expect this game to take a different direction.
Dobbs, the former Navy quarterback. First and goal from the 17.
Tight set formation here. You expect corner routes out of it. Good move from Dobbs. He's got a short man open, throws across the field.
That is a tough throw. Great catch and a tough throw by Kashif Charity on the play, on the catch. Good job by Charity. And a great job by Dobbs.
Dobbs proving to be hard to rush right now. Yeah. That's a crucial skill as a flag football quarterback. You want to be difficult to rush, and he's excelling at that in this game. Nice little spin move.
Look at the spin move. Beautiful job there.
Third blitz
Good pull on the spin move there.
Good job by Charity.
Second and goal. Yep, second and goal at the 9-yard line. 2:25 left, clock running now.
Tighter set again here from Primetime. You'd expect some slant outs, maybe a corner slant.
Dobbs trying to get Sanders up. We'll see what they do here.
Sanders out wide. He could run a little flare out pop, maybe a little wheel. Let's see what they do.
They rush. They blitz.
He's open on the out route. That's
falls.
A great decision.
Good move. Did he get in? Did they get the pull?
Very, very good flag.
They got the pull. Excellent pull. Because that would have been a touchdown. They did not get the pull. Excellent pull. There would be third and goal.
Dobbs comes up limping a little bit there.
3-yard line. Yep. Yep.
Good decision. Nice play here. Beats his man. holds the outside linebacker with a fake pitch.
That was a really good pull. Wow.
Got the Jerome Bettis feet, Adam.
He
the bus had real nimble feet, just like that.
Yeah, Greg Velasco on the pull.
And Willie, that's what made Jerome so great for his size. It was all about his feet.
Super nimble feet. Can run behind his pads. Dobbs showing a lot of that.
And if you look at Greg Velasco wearing #1 for X-Flag, you wouldn't think maybe that's going to be their best rusher or their best guy, but he is a very good flag player. He's definitely a little bit overmatched with the quickness of Dobbs, but if he gets near you, he's very, very adept.
Third goal about the 3.5-yard line, 1:41 left in the first half. This would be huge if Primetime could score and go by 13 extra point pending. That would be huge because I'll tell you what, X-Flag does not play well. They should be down by more than 7. They're very lucky to be in this game.
Yeah. Dobbs still showing a little limp. Hopefully he can shake it off for the next play.
You can feel that this is a pivotal play in the game right now. Both teams understand what this means.
Usually you feel that when everybody's quiet. You know, it's that point of the game where nothing needs to be said. You just got to make a play.
All right, here
Sanders
comes Dobbs.
goes in motion. There's an out route, open out route. Doesn't see it. It's late. Oh, that's dangerous.
That was a pick.
He had a man in the left corner.
By the way,
he had Kashif Charity left corner wide open. Charity goes, look, guys, I'm open. I'm open.
He had an out corner.
Here it is, guys. Watch.
He has an out route here, out, and then a corner. The corner is open the whole time, never sees it. You don't want to do what there, Willie? Don't throw late.
Exactly.
Don't throw late across the field, right?
To the far left, Kashif Charity had his hands up. I'm wide open, and he didn't get it.
Yeah, you can't throw late over the middle.
Down
and
and goal.
You can't do it in the NFL, and you can't do it in flag. He was very
Dobbs
fortunate.
never saw his guy.
Number 5, Dorian Graham on the play with the breakup. I mean, if he can lock that in, that's going the other way.
Very fortunate. You had a pre-snap motion there from Sanders, and I don't think that Dobbs realized that they were just 2 men on the left. He had even numbers, so he should have looked that way to attack that. Let's see what they come up with here on 4th down. Crucial play.
What would you call here?
I would like a trip. I would like a different.
See him right there?
Yeah.
Sanders is wide
open.
open.
He
doesn't even see him.
Kashif Charity, was wide open. Yeah, he never saw.
So if you look at your numbers here, you got 2-on-2, or again, the middle linebacker can't guard either of those guys. I'd run a 2-man combination with 4 and 7. You could pick almost anything you want here.
Okay. The slot is Tyson Thompson, who's open the slot.
I expect double blitz. Expect it.
Throws back.
I don't love the throw back there. He's got a long throw to make. He's open, though.
But he's got his man. There's Charity gets it. He didn't get it on the left, but he get it on the right for the touchdown. That is a huge play, guys.
Sanders, another big play in this game.
Yep. Sanders is our player of the game.
He is so far the MVP early on in the first half. Very, very good out from Sanders.
You know,
good read.
What you saw there, Sanders had to back up to buy some time. You know, it's all about clearing that window so you can get delivered the football.
And those are little details, Will, that we've been talking about in flag. If you're inexperienced, you don't understand the team's going to blitz and you don't climb back. He gave himself the window.
Here it is, guys. Watch Dobbs right here.
He knows the blitz is coming. Sanders is backing off. He backs up even more and knows he has time for this drag. Really nice throw.
Charity identifies. He puts his hand up, and they see him. Sanders throws it to him. For
good play design there. You had a flood. Everyone flooded the right side there.
1-pointer here, guys, for the extra point.
Dobbs and Sanders seem to be like they're on the same page the whole game. They get it.
Exactly.
And you know they have not played together until the past couple of weeks.
Really?
Because they got picked up. Dobbs got picked up by this team. So this is a new relationship.
Here we go. Corner throw. Is it
got
caught?
It. You got
yes,
it.
It is for the
nice
1-pointer. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 14-0.
You don't want to give up the out routes.
Goes up.
5, Stephen Miller.
Nice
the old Beaver here. Bringing it in.
Flag point, extra point strategy there. You can see number 3 is underneath that route. Excellent throw.
That's called concentration. You see a lot of young receivers. We've seen it all game. People take their eyes away from the football. He locks that thing in, brings it in.
The Beaver with a nice reception.
I know. You don't see that a lot.
X-Flag, they are in trouble. They are on the ropes now, down 14-0 with 1 minute left in the first half. Remember, losers got to walk, just like when we were growing up with 7-on-7. You give it up, you walk.
What's interesting about that hairstyle, usually that's called helmet hair. There's no helmet on the man.
Or helmet head, yeah. Hey, here's the deal, by the way. It was in the 60s yesterday. It is in the 80s. It is humid in here.
It's humid, yes.
How would that, Willie, when you played in hot weather, add something to it?
Oh, man, it's just mental fatigue starts taking over. You know, you're fatigued, you're dehydrated. These guys have been running up and down this field, competing hard. And in this building, there's no AC. So, you know, this thing turns into an oven real quick.
And after the throw-off, He returned back to about the 30 or 31-yard line. 48 seconds left.
Clock
guys.
is running. Now they should call a timeout.
Here,
they
guys.
should call a timeout, and they're not doing it. We saw this in the game we called before. Same exact error at the same exact point.
James, we've seen this over the 2 days. The lack of proper clock management, just awful for some of these teams.
20 seconds and counting right now that they could have had back.
The offensive execution, great in this league. But, guys, clock management.
They are just lighting time on fire.
Google it. Learn it. Love it.
Cover four with a blitz.
On a blitz.
Good belt show. Not going to get much out of this one.
Nope.
He knew it, too.
Yep.
He knew it.
Yeah. Really great timely blitz there. Melvin Marshall, the quarterback for X-Flag.
And now you get a timeout from X-Flag. Now
they call it after a blitz.
This is where a coach may come into play. A lot of these teams don't have coaches. There's no one on the sideline managing what's going on. They could have had the ball first down with 50 seconds left or so, and instead it's second down with 13 seconds left. You've basically lost any real chance of scoring here.
If you're Primetime, you just don't want to give the big play. Be smart. Keep everything in front of you. 13 seconds left.
All right, guys, let's reset. Primetime up, 14-0 over X-Flag with 13 seconds left in the first half. And earlier today, X-Flag won against you guys, James.
Timeout
but I'll tell you what, this game, he has not had it going on. Melvin Marshall, the quarterback, just has not had time. No big plays, really, and that's been the story of the game.
Well, he talked about it. He said Dash was their #1 guy, right? And
they shut him down other than one play. They shut him down.
He hasn't been a big factor.
He got open early, and they recognized he was the target, and they've taken him out of the game. Blitz again. Good decision.
This should be picked off.
They should take this back, try to score.
Chief Charity.
He's still got his flags on. He's got a pitch. He's got a pitch available. He should pitch this.
4-3. He should have pitched it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. They need to call timeout. Let's see if they got one off.
Did they call timeout?
With 1 second left, did they get it?
Dobbs was calling timeout.
They're going to say 2. The ref says 2 seconds left.
Yes, Dobbs. Very astute play by Dobbs. He was on the sideline directly. You could hear him calling timeout.
Now help me out with this, James. I thought you can only call timeout when you're on the field.
That is true. And maybe his screaming timeout had someone else call a timeout.
Okay.
That's a great point. That's a very astute point, Willie.
Yeah.
I can assure you that Ricky was down here screaming for it.
Right, but I just know
you're right.
if I'm X-Flag, I'm going to the courts on this.
You should.
Because this is a big change momentum right here.
All right, guys, here's the way. That's a reset. The ball's at the 46, 2 seconds left. Because it's inside the 50, if they throw it, get a touchdown, it would be 6 points as opposed to it was before the 50, it would be 7. 2 seconds left, 14-0. This is a major play. If they score here, go down 21, it's over, guys. They're going to have to show something. X-Flag, talk about halftime adjustments. They need it. They got to get their head in this game.
If you're a coach for the S-Flags, this is when you need the rule book because this cost you right here. You have Ricky Dobbs on the sideline calling timeout. He was not on the field to play at the time when he called that timeout.
Now it looks like Sanders is not going to be on the field here, so they've got a special package. If I had to bet anything on it, number 9's got the biggest arm on the team.
Chauncey Payne.
Chauncey's probably got the biggest arm on the team. If I'm X-Flag, I'm 100% rushing this guy as soon as he throws it back. It does not look like they're going to do that per se.
You got to identify him.
Number 6 would be the one to do it here. Number 6 would be the one to do it here on the near side of the field.
See if they do it.
He might. He's looking like he's leaning that way.
Dobbs, the quarterback.
He's not. He's going to bail.
Not looking.
Here comes the late shot. He's got time. He's
Payne
going. There
deep.
Is the big arm.
To the corner. He's got him. Did he catch it?
I think he did catch it, but he's short.
He's short of the end zone. But what a great play. And as you called it, they would get it over to Chauncey Payne, and he did. The lefty throws it down the field. Great throw, great catch, but not a touchdown. But I'll tell you this, Primetime dominated, absolutely dominated this first half.
Oh, I don't know here.
That's
both
great.
feet, security of the ball.
He's in, but there's no time.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Primetime dominated. It should be more than 14 points. Primetime up by 14 over X-Flag. X-Flag, guys, they got to get themselves together. With the score of 14-0, we're at halftime. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, guys, to the second half. Primetime up, 14-0 over X-Flag. Primetime dominated, and they're going to have the throw-off.
Chauncey Payne with the throw.
Attaboy!
Great flag.
Great pull. Wow. Primetime doing it in every way, shape, or form. There's Ricky Dobbs, who had a very good first half. And guys, how about this one? First half stats, rushing yards. You never really see this in 7-on-7 flag football. More rushing yards, 140, than pass yards, 97. Total yardage, 237 to 79. But James, let me go to you first. You're a flag player. How does that happen?
Well, we talked about it on the onset of the broadcast. X-Flag is playing a soft cover 2, and they are allowing Primetime to run the ball. And give credit to Primetime. They are taking what is being given to them, which is a rule number 1 in any level of football. And that's why you see the stat the way that it is. We teed it up at the end of the first half. What are the adjustments going to be for X-Flag? And we're going to find out how they want to handle it.
There's their first play of the half. There you go. It's a positive play. It was the first of 35.
See, I would love to see
X-Flag gets a completion.
I would love to see X-Flag get up and go right now. Just keep going. Put the pressure on the Primetime and to get this thing going. Enough with the huddling. You know who your guys are. You got big number 11 and Dash. Get the ball in and get the ball out.
Number 11 gets the size out there. Crutchley, Dash Crutchley. If he gets out there, how are you going to cover this guy? Because he's so big. He needs to wall off the defender. They should be going to him more like they did against you.
Right, but I also feel like if you're Melvin right now, look for him. Get him going early.
Exactly.
Get him in the rhythm.
James, you said when you played those guys, he crushed you guys, right? Because of his size.
He did a lot of damage. You know, this is something that happens a lot in any level of football. Obviously, the better you get, the more that you eliminate this. But X-Flag has experienced a little bit of stress in this game, and they are not responding well. They've more or less abandoned their normal offense. They're very confused by the defense that Primetime is running. You can see in the huddle there's a lot of conversation going on who's guarding who, what kind of defense they're running. And primarily in flag, you only go as far as your quarterback goes. And Melvin had a great game against us, hit a lot of 50-50 jump balls down the sideline. And right now you can tell that he doesn't really have a good feel for what Primetime is doing to them. And their offense is very limited. I'm not seeing a whole lot of creativity here. They're coming out with trips and twins every single series, and it has not been working for them.
3rd and 20 from their own
Expect
30.
a blitz. There it is. There's a blitz.
Yeah.
That's going to be a sack.
Got him.
And you can see Melvin has got to expect a blitz there. He's got to expect a blitz. They did not.
Now they got to have a throw off, right?
They did not. Yeah, they did not immediately shoot their second quarterback.
Well, James, let's be smart here. If you see the blitzes coming from the left, roll hard right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just saying like football.
Doesn't move, right?
Yeah, just get out the way. You know he's coming there.
A lot of mistakes there. He took a 3-yard snap. Didn't give himself any clearance.
Wow, they're going to go for it, guys.
He had no choice at this
remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer a punt here, Willie. There's 27 minutes left. I think you're almost. This is, again, we just talked about it, right? It's unraveling for them. We just said that. And now you're watching a bad decision born out of the unraveling in a game that has so much time left.
Well, see, this is where I disagree. I got big number 11 Dash. I put him in the slot. I put pressure on that safety. Give me enough yardage.
Now they've got Dash back here.
Yeah, he put.
They got
back
8 seconds to snap. You're going to expect a blitz here. Primetime looks like they're going to shoot everybody. They should send all 3 guys into the backfield on this play.
They're making us go.
Here they go. They sent all 3 in the backfield. Excellent defense. Should be a pick. Good play.
Yeah, not well executed at all.
No, excellent defense, though. If you're watching this, you may think to yourself, wow, you know, what is going on here? What kind of play is that from X-Flag? A lot of teams, Willie, would not have defended that set correctly.
Okay.
And you watched us say pre-snap, hey, they're going to send all 3 guys into the backfield. They should send all 3 guys into the backfield, and they did. More inexperienced teams will think, hey, let's cover, let's cover, let's cover. Excellent, excellent aggressive defense by Primetime. I think that you just saw X-Flag bet the farm there. I'd be questioning their desire here.
1st and 1. 1st and 1 here.
Let's see if Primetime doesn't make them pay.
Dobbs now
quick
short
play
throw for the first down.
Again,
but you see what I love right there? Ricky Dobbs, he doesn't have to cover the defense right now. He knows, hey, I got a 5-yard cushion right here on my slot receiver. Let's just get him the ball. Let's get him running. That's just smart football.
So again, questionable decision-making tactically with where they are in the field, Willie. They had a 1st down and 1 on the 26-yard line. They just gained 3 yards.
Okay.
Smart play.
Why not take 2 shots there to try to give yourself a much closer 1st down and goal?
Dobbs fakes to Sanders, looks, throws left.
Good ball.
Complete,
good
beautiful
ball.
Play.
Good belt show.
Down inside the 10-yard line, down around the 6-yard line. Beautiful play. Dobbs, great feet. Another great throw by Ricky Dobbs.
You know what I like what Dobbs doing?
Yep.
He's leaning into his throws. He's not sitting on his back foot. He's not letting the ball get away from him. He's very direct to football. And
you know, it's funny, Willie, we mentioned in the previous broadcast that what would quarterbacks do if they want to rush them? They'd climb.
Yep.
And you're starting to see Dobbs is feeling comfortable. He stepped to the left. He climbed into his throw. He gave himself a better angle. Very, very nice play.
He's Chief Charity, guys. Huge game for him today. Using his size.
We've got 2nd down and goal here.
Dobbs looking.
There's a handoff if he wants it. He does
it.
Now he can still throw it back. He could pitch that out.
And he runs.
Another good move.
He runs through the middle and he got
Touchdown.
in. He dipped. Great dip by Sanders.
The big dipper.
Huge dip.
I think they're going to call him short here.
That's what we should call him, by the way.
That's what I'm calling Sanders, the big dipper.
Big dipper. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I think they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, I don't think he got in.
Third down and 1.
1 yard
looked
line.
like he was
third down
out.
goal.
Looking at him dip. Body control, incredible. He is great at it. Look at the feet for a guy his size. Wow.
He just sliding that big toe,
awesome.
baby.
Yep.
And his knee went down about the 1 yard line.
Now, Willie, one thing big guys have an advantage for in flag football is there's actually, even though you can't get hit, there's a fear factor of pulling their flag.
No question.
Because they're coming down fast. And if you have to get in there and mix it up, you could be on the wrong end of an exchange.
Here we go.
Trying to grab a tick off.
Third and goal at the 1.
He can pitch it. He can pitch.
Takes the option pitch, throws it.
Excellent play.
To
Very
Tyson
good play
Thompson for another touchdown.
Good job, Ricky
20-0, extra point pending.
So you had a sprint out there to the right. You had an option to Sanders, and you had an underneath sit route. And it's just that he's reading which one he wants to make. As soon as he watches the linebacker widen out, he sticks that hitch.
And
let's watch it here. Here's a sit. He's going to read this option. He sees that linebacker slide, knows he's got the throw.
Beautiful
Very
play.
well done.
Execution.
Very well done.
It reminded me back at Navy where Ricky Dobbs was the option quarterback. Option pitch or run. Option pitch or run. That's what he did, but he throws it here in the flag football.
And he showed you signs of
7-7.
that, just keeping that pitch relationship, even though he was rolling to his right.
All right, they're going to go for 1 to make it 21-0. Dobbs goes back, looking.
He's got that out route. Easy.
Inside throw, inside slot for the 1-pointer.
Stephen Miller, the Beaver, on that one.
The wig man. He wears it for every game, I'm told. Does a great job.
Scary.
21-0. Look at those. Scary. Look at those eyes, man. He is possessed. 21-0. Primetime dominating with 22:50 left. Clock running.
Can you imagine if you're a freshman meeting that guy your first day in college, his orientation?
What's with this dude?
And we did learn that the wig is a purposeful thing. He's been wearing it to flag football games. To every game, he wears different wigs. It's a thing he does. It's his thing.
And it's intensity right there, baby.
Doesn't quite match his beard, but we get it. We get it.
Hey, when you're that jacked up, you can
broom
wear
hair,
a wig, and guys aren't going to say too much stuff
That
to
is
you.
a broom handle hair.
Yep.
I like more shots of this guy here. It's something else with the wig
good, man.
on.
He's good. Doing a great job. All right, here's the throw off from Primetime. They're up 21-0. And here's the return by the big fella. And we were saying all game, and they need to get in the ball. He actually took it on the throw off. Not quite what you would expect by the big fella. 21-0 now. Primetime up. Guys, X-Flag has got to get something done here. To me, this is it. Call your best plays. And remember, the quarterback's calling them off his sleeve. That's Melvin Marshall, the quarterback, who played well, James, in your first game when he played against you. Did a good job. But this game, they've completely shut him down.
Yeah, they have. The defense has done a good job covering their route combinations. They run a lot of crossers, a lot of drags. But I think primarily you've seen what happens, like we just mentioned a little bit ago, in competitive sports, is when stress is applied to your team, do you abandon your strategy? And if you have a winning strategy, you should not abandon it. And them getting away from it, which they did the past 2 drives, has hurt them. Let's see if they go back to what they know well, which they are right here. And there's a completion.
Short. Yeah. Good move. Oops, slipped down about the 46-yard line. They're about 4 yards short for the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4. This is a huge series for X-Flag. They've got to get back in this game, and it starts now. Clock running about 20 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half, and they're going to mark it down at the 43.
I'm X-Flag.
Go ahead, Billy.
They got to figure out how to get the ball to number 10, Dwayne Henry, the speedster. He's a guy that can catch the ball and get them yak. We got to find a way to get him involved.
Yeah, Primetime's done a great job on number 3, who had an excellent game against us, Stephen Williams. Running the corner route there, and there he is. There is Stephen Williams. Oh, there he is.
Caught,
right
great
on
play.
cue.
Just as
is he scoring? Touchdown.
Is he going to score? Yes. There we go. They're back in the game. They needed it. We said it. Great call by Willie. He said they got to get him the ball, Stephen Williams, and that is a touchdown for X-Flag. Their first of the game. They're on the scoreboard. 21-6. Extra point pending. That's a great play here. Here's the play, guys.
Cali, baby!
Times it up. Wins the jump ball.
Miller missed it. Yeah, Miller missed it, and they missed the pull. He dove and missed the pull, and he took it down. Williams did for the touchdown, and they're back in business. Let's see if they can get some momentum on defense. Now they got to turn it up on defense, guys, and they're going to go for 1.
They should have a lot of momentum coming in this extra point right now. They should be as fired up as they've been. And we're going to see how Primetime responds. Primetime is a little frustrated right now because they just gifted them, really a jump ball touchdown.
That is the voice of James D. Virgilio from Florida United team. James, would you consider, just to get back in this game, would you even consider going for more than 1, or just go for the 1, take the 1, and go downfield.
I like 1 point here. You can't necessarily get it all back at this point in time. You could go for 3. It's a pretty low percentage. I think you take your 8 points, and then your next score is when you become strategic.
And they do. They get it. They get it to Michael Allen for the 1. 21-7. They cut the lead down to 14. It was 21. X-Flag now getting into it. 19 minutes left, and here's the replay, guys. A lot of guys got open here, and Allen used his body as a shield. He moved in, and that's what you want to do. You want to get in front of the defender, and he gets it done. 21-7 now. Willie, as an NFL player, when you're down 21, you cut it to 14. Do you feel like you got that momentum coming a little bit?
Well, yeah, because you always want a quick response. It's easy to look at the scoreboard and feel like things aren't going well for you, but somehow you get a quick score like that, a big play, kind of gives you momentum and kind of reboosts your enthusiasm. So you guys seem like they're back into it, but Melvin's going to have to continue to make those type plays, and he's going to find his playmakers.
And remember, the clock is running, as it does in 7-on-7 flag here, the American Flag Football League. So when you're down 14, you got to hurry things up here. And that's what, next time they get the ball, they ought to go no huddle and try to move the ball downfield. And here's the Michael Allen on the throw off. 21. It is 20. Okay, it looked like they went for a 1-yarder, but they're saying it's 2. 21-8.
Well, they actually had a 7-point touchdown.
Oh wait, oh, it was a bomb. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a bomb. Yes. Yeah.
James, I got a question for you. If you're an X-Flag, right, and they go into that Diego set. Like
the score now is 21-8 on the bomb. That is past 50 yards, guys. 21-8. 17:50 left with the clock. Clock running here. Now, if you're Primetime, you finally got scored on now. Do you start feeling a little bit, James?
Primetime's feeling the pressure right now, for sure. They've been able to do what they want, but it's now a 2-score lead, most dangerous lead in all of sports, and there's a lot of time left. And this is, keep in mind, still an inexperienced flag football team together. They don't have a lot of time in the trenches together. I know, Willie, that's a significant thing on your Super Bowl winning teams is if you all know each other, there's probably no real level of panic here.
Dobbs has time.
But there's probably some pressure. They're going big.
It's too long, but he had his man open again because Charity really has been the receiver of the game. He's been awesome. Dobbs just overthrew him just a bit.
Now that's the best case scenario for X-Flag.
First down. Here's a package from Dobbs, guys. Check this out from the first half. Ricky's showing those sweet feet. He could still do it.
Done
He's
a
put a little weight
job
on since Navy, but he's got great feet. Good throw
he's
there.
Done a great job of leading the rush.
Chief Charity's been awesome, by the way. And Sanders also with his great feet for his size. And the dip. Unbelievable at dipping. Awesome.
So ideal scenario for X-Flag, you get first down, you get an immediate incomplete pass on a bomb. If I were X-Flag, I would blitz here. They're not going to do it. They're going to stay back in their coverage, but I think you get a shot to put them in a 3rd and super long.
Dobbs now looking. Here's the handoff to Sanders. They've done it a couple times. Now he can run. He gets low. He goes over the middle and the pull before the 40-yard line.
You can see when he's about to run, he's going into dip mode. It's interesting because most running backs, they usually lead with their head. He's dropping his hips right away.
Yeah, he's coming. The dip to me is a less effective move than showing the belt. The dip is a primarily 8-man move. It is effective as we've seen it, and he's quick and strong to run it. X-Flag, I think, is getting adjusted to the fact that he's going to dip, like you said. Good flag pull there. 3rd down and 11. X-Flag looking like they're not going to blitz again. I think they're a little afraid of Dobbs beating him with his feet. He's changing the game that way.
There he goes. He's got the ball looking. He's got time. Gets through. Gets a lot of time and goes deep. Incomplete. Incomplete to Stephen Miller. Well, I'll tell you what. And again, you have to track the ball. That is not easy to do with a hand in your face. You could argue here, and we'll see the replay, guys. Let's see if see the hand got in there. It's actually deflected. He never even had a chance. Great job on defense there by X-Flag, by Stephen Williams, who had a big play earlier for the touchdown. Does a great job on defense, Willie.
You see what he did there? He located the football with his eyes. He didn't just put his hands up. He tried to get his eyes on the football and deflect. So that was good cornerback skills by him, Stephen Williams, number 3.
Primetime, I think, showing their inexperience here on this drive. 1st down bomb, 2nd down short little run for a lot of yards, 3rd down bomb. You don't need that. Take what's underneath. Take what they're giving you. Take what's gotten you this lead. And now they find themselves in a really crucial
big play in this game. 4th down and 11 from their own 39.
Is going to blitz. Good move by Dobbs. They bring 2. Just fits it in.
Great catch. An awesome catch. Good throw. Awesome job by Steve Miller with the wig on. Does a great job. It works for him. And they are inside the 50. So a touchdown would be 6. It'll be 1st down and just under 25 yards from the 49.5.
That's the battle of the Steves out there. Number 3, Steve Williams for X-Flag, who's maybe their best player, their best pure receiver. And then obviously you have number 5, the Beeve, on prime time. Good matchup out there.
Yep. Steve Miller doing a great job. One of our players of the game. All right, they're going with 3 receivers right. Sanders in the backfield.
Still cover 2 from X-Flag. Quick hit. Good pull. We've seen this a lot, Willie, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not sure why Primetime keeps running those plays. They're much more dangerous, taking the 4 seconds on the go clock and handing it off. Not really sure why we're not seeing more of that at this stage of the game, because X-Flag has not changed a thing on defense. Right. Exact same cover 2 defense.
Well, I think part of it, they trust their guys in space. So you get it to the small guys. You know he can be a little scat back there. You can get them open space, get north or south, and run.
All right, second down and about 22-yard line, for 22 yards from the 47. Pump fake, looks to throw over the middle, he can't. Dobbs throws again, and throws high. He did have a man break open, but incomplete to Tyson Thompson.
Still surprised there's no handoff there, Willie.
Yeah, you would have liked to see Ricky kind of lean back and throw it to Joe, create another option on the other side.
Third down now, another big play. Trying to extend their lead. They had to cut down to 13, 21-8.
If there was a momentum meter that we could visibly see on the field right now, it's definitely moved into X-Flag's category. And you can even look in the huddle here. There's a little frustration, low-level frustration right now because they're still up 2 scores by primetime. But you can see that things are not clicking. And again, I think you want good huddle leadership here where you take what has been your best play and you stick with that set. Let's see what they get to here.
So Dobbs does at the 47.
Blitz coming. There's the blitz.
Sanders.
He throws it backwards to Dobbs. That is back. That's a legal play.
Beautiful
Very nicely
play.
done.
Good execution. And the pull around the 30 or 31-yard line.
4th down and short. Yep. And good example of it there, Willie. That's what's been good for them. That kind of stuff has hurt X-Flag all day. Another big play, making it a 4th down and very manageable.
Yeah.
4th and 6, very manageable.
This is huge, huge, huge for X-Flag. They need, guys, they got to get a stop here. Got to get a stop. Just over 12 minutes, clock running.
I'm impressed by Sanders and Dobbs all day. Great communication, great feel for each other.
You can see Sanders backing up in case they blitz. We saw this earlier. There is the blitz. They do not blitz Sanders. Sanders should be calling for this ball. There it is from Dobbs. Very nice. He can only throw forward. He's got a man. Looks like he overthrew that one.
Corner, overthrown to Stephen Miller. Turnover and downs. X-Flag hanging in there. They're back in it, guys. They're down 13, but they get the turnover and downs. Remember, clock running. They've got 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. They've got time to get back in this game.
If I'm X-Flag, just nice and easy right here. No panic. Take what the defense gives you. Don't force the throw. Go to guys who's been making it happen for you, like number 11, Dash, like number 10, Dwayne.
Their second blitz of the half. They have 3 remaining.
Melvin Marshall's the quarterback. Trying to get X-Flag back in the game. They've chopped the lead down to 13.
Big down right here.
Yep.
The best receiver, Stephen Williams, not on the field for X-Flag right now. Might be a little tired playing both ways.
See, I know, like you said, James, that's nothing, but that's a little something. It gets the offense moving forward. That's what you want.
That's better. See how he caught that ball moving forward vertically? A lot of Primetime's passes have been like a flat, angled. Sure. Yeah, at least he's got a shot there to make a miss and go.
Crutchley with the catch. The big fella, about a 6'7", 6'8".
It was dangerous. Dangerous.
Marshall throws over the middle and incomplete. Ball up in there. Could have been picked off. It'll be 3rd down now, guys. And about 12 yards for the 1st down.
See, if I'm Marshall there, if it's not there, try to use your feet. Get some running. Get going. You're letting this defense sit back there and just read you all day. They're sitting in zone. They haven't blitzed you because they know you can't run.
X-Flag needs it here. They got to get a 1st down on these next 2 plays. Obviously, if it's 4th down, they have to go for it.
Right, very likely blitz situation here from Primetime.
They're in 12. They're on 38.
Tavion Baker's done a really nice job when he's had to rush. I would expect him to rush here.
You got number 11, Dash, on the outside, 1-on-1.
There he is.
On a blitz.
Now he beats him. And
they
pulls the flag.
got him on the pull.
They know
Great
he can't
blitz.
run. They
Great
blitz.
Him. Great blitz.
He's going to have to move back.
And that's the difference Willie, a good rusher, makes. He actually beats him with his first jab step here. You see he's beat. Not enough speed to get away there.
Great
good
dive
makeup
for the
speed
pull.
by good makeup speed there by
4th
Tavion.
down.
Hey,
4th down and 16.
Blitz of the half.
They have to go for it.
They have to
Would you go for it?
Have to go for it.
Yeah, I think you have to.
And I think you've really seen the impact that a good rusher can make. I don't think that Tavion necessarily is going to be the rusher you go up against a much quicker quarterback, but in this game he's been very effective. Anytime they've had a blitz scenario, they've almost certainly stopped X-Flag.
I'm Melvin here. I'm looking at number 3, Stephen Williams. Most athletic
He's
guy.
been the player.
You got to go to him.
Yep.
Test him long. Get him the ball.
You got a second quarterback here. There's the 2-shot. Shot him right away. Excellent defense in prime time. That is textbook flag football defense. Very,
turnover
very
and downs. That could do it, guys. 21-8, 9 minutes left, clock running. Tremendous defense, guys. Great coverage.
So we talked
about
the
space off.
Yeah, we talked about how on offense, primetime looks a little unfigured out, if you will.
On that play, that was Blue's
the opposite is true
fourth blitz of the half. They have one remaining.
They are very tactically sound.
First down to the
Every
25.
time
Blue.
you get a flag football-y situation where someone's going to throw it back or do these multiple things, they are absolutely perfect on it. And that's why they're winning this game.
And what I love about when they're attacking the football, they're under control at all times. They're not just running at guys. They're breaking down, finding the flag.
Fake off to Sanders, throws over the middle, finds his man. Beautiful play.
Touchdown. That's touchdown.
So Hassan Myers for the touchdown, and that could be it, guys. That could be a 27-8 extra point pending. That could be the killer for the X-Flag team who won earlier today, but they are not playing well today. They try to cut the lead in a great catch by Hassan Myers, using his hips a little bit to evade the tackler for the flag, and he gets the touchdown. Exploit pending. That looks like they're going to take a one-pointer. This has been dominant. Great performance today by Primetime.
I think I can hear Anchors Away playing off in the distance right now.
Credit Primetime for really seizing the field position, too. They knew where they were at. They had to execute. They got it done. Good job, Ricky Dobbs.
They're going to go for one here to make it a 20-point game. Dobbs has time, looking, throws over the middle. Man, did he throw just a bullet to Kashif Charity, who's been awesome today, and in great hands, because I'll tell you what, James, as a receiver, when that thing is coming in hard and fast from close in, that is not easy to catch that football.
Not easy, not easy. And Ricky puts it in there. He's not taking anything off of that. Nice play, nice catch. That's obviously a guy he really trusts. We've seen him on a lot of those crossers. He's the first guy he looks to. I've been very impressed with Dobbs' ability to pick up the game of flag. I think that if he can get a lot of work in here in the next 5 weeks before Pittsburgh, the Sanders-Dobbs relationship could get that much better.
Well, I think Dobbs did a good job. I mentioned this earlier. He's moving a lot of these guys with his eyes. He's not doing it with his feet. He's not doing a lot of extra wasted movement. He's just moving guys with his eyes, finding the window, and delivering the football. That's just called textbook.
All right, Ricky Dobbs, 13-21, 125, but two TDs, and this has been a dominant performance here for Ricky Dobbs. 3 rushes, 33 yards. Very efficient game, and here's the throw-off by Chauncey Payne.
Long, slow pitch there.
That is far to do it. It's pretty accurate, though. Here comes, well, I'll tell you, that was a great play, though. Great footwork by Stephen Williams. He, as Willie identified early, he's really the one playmaker. They have not gotten him the ball enough. He had the big touchdown, but when you identify who your playmaker is, who's explosive, you got to get him the ball.
Yeah, he's been the guy. He was the guy in our game earlier today. Yeah, I think he maybe fell on that ball there. Yeah. Very, very solid player. Very impressed with him. Plays great defense and offense. Excellent flag football player.
Now, you're up by 20, under 6 minutes. As a coach, what are you thinking here to milk the clock?
Well, hopefully you don't want to milk the clock
when you get the ball back,
right?
Yeah. No, but when you get the ball back, are you starting to pull guys out? You're up by 20 points.
At this point in time, well, this is a crucial stop. Again, with the onside kick, they're down 20. They could technically score a 7-point touchdown, get 3, go onside kick, and actually, do something similar again.
So you might wait to start.
Yeah, I need to stop here. Okay. I'm telling my team to stop here, and this is over. This is still a game. If you're X-Flag, you need to score a touchdown here in the next minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's all you have. Otherwise, this clock is going to end you. So they need to be no huddling. This is already too slow right here. Too much time is already coming off the clock.
I can't believe they're not going no huddle or sugar huddle at least.
It's been a problem the whole game. They haven't been, we talked about momentum swing earlier. They didn't really execute that. Now here they are. They need points. They're taking the time, and that's on Melvin. He has to get these guys up and going.
He does, and it doesn't look like, Willie, they have a no huddle system. He's the only one with the play sheet, and this is way too slow for this situation.
Willie, would you get in the huddle and say, guys, speed it up? Why are we huddling?
Well, I was blessed enough to play with quarterbacks who had a sense of urgency about it.
That's the key. That's going to end it right there.
That's going to end it. Kashif got the interception again. Kashif Charity, who's been absolutely awesome.
Excellent.
He is, by the way, he would be my player of the game. If we're voting, he's my player of the game. He's awesome. Both sides of the field.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. A lot of good candidates today. A lot of guys on Primetime have made plays. And again, you see X-Flag. You see X-Flag get out of character here. I'm not sure why you're throwing a deep ball in a double coverage.
It's called panic.
It is, and that's like what we talked about. You have to keep your composure, and that's number 8, Patrick Vernier, and I don't think they've thrown a single deep ball to him, and you're at the most crucial structure of the game. Again, you can't get out of character. Willie, I know you were talking earlier about your time on some Super Bowl winning rosters with the Steelers and how important it was to have guys that had been around because they knew the system. They knew what needed to be done. And I think we've seen that here today. Sometimes it's not always the best athlete that gets it done. You have to know how to play the game. And I'm impressed with Primetime because these guys don't have a ton of time together as a unit.
How about it going deep? And did he get it? No, incomplete.
What a ball.
Well, Dobbs looked early, pump faked, and it went deep down the left sideline. Would you be doing that, James, this late, up by so many points? Why
I think they're having some fun.
All right.
It's called the dagger.
I think they're having some fun.
Yep.
Hey, Dobbs can still spin it.
Yeah.
But Willie, I wanted to talk just for a second about your impressions in the NFL on that. It's something that's talked about a lot. There's kind of a common misconception out there that, hey, the team with the best athletes will win because they're just that much better than the other guys, even in the NFL. But you were telling me some of your time at Pittsburgh and how that was different. Tell me a little bit about sort of what that's like in the league.
Well, it's like anything. You know, when you have a guy who's been in the system, who knows the details and knows how to handle crucial situations and understand the small things relative to a guy who's an all-world stud, sometimes composure and discipline goes a long way rather than having a superhero on your team. And I think right now that's what you're seeing out of Primetime. They got guys who maybe not as athletic as X-Flag, but they know what to do.
A couple missed pulls here. And Tavion Baker goes downfield for a big play. They thought they had the pull, X-Flag did, but they didn't. And 2.5 minutes left. And I love what Dobbs is doing. He's waiting right before the 25-second play clock expires. He gets rid of the football. That's a smart veteran quarterback.
It's called management. That's all it is. Great quarterbacks know how to manage the game. They understand what needs to be done. And they're taking their time. He's telling this team, hey, we got a big play here. Slow it down. Everybody get their breath. Let's get a score here and get home.
And they'll let it go to the 2-minute timeout here.
Saw a lot of drive-by flag pulls on that run. Very, very nice run by Tavion, but a lot of standstill reaching pulls. You need to run with them like Will and I talked about earlier. It's really actually not that much different than tackling someone, minus the following through and hitting them, but you want to keep your feet moving into the flag pull. You should never be standing still and trying to just pull a flag.
And what you see a lot of guys who are able to get the flag, they're control onto the point of contact. They're not stumbling over each other. They're taking the right angle and they're getting to the flag. A lot of times you see in tackle football, you see guys just getting to the football, right? The defensive coordinators, they tell you it's all about gang tackling, getting to the football, find the football. Well, that's how a lot of guys have missed tackles, and so it's not always about the big hits. It's about being under control, getting the right tackle.
All right, 28-18, Primetime in Camana, 1st and goal at the 15 with 2 minutes left. Dobbs looks, throws over the middle, complete. Did they get the pull? They did. Clock will continue to run unless the defense calls timeout, but I can't imagine they would, being down 20. Would you, James, if you're down by 20, you would just let the clock go and just concede?
Yeah, I think at this point in time, you turn it off. It looks like Dobbs, and I don't blame him. I think if we were still in the game,
you're going to score.
Yeah, and one of my main things with Danny, coaching Danny Warfel, would have been he needs reps. And Dobbs needs every rep he can get. Okay. This is a live game rep. He's going to go to Pittsburgh next and play an even tougher game. Take the reps here. Everything is going to help him.
Into the end
zone. Oh,
great play.
What a play. That's Stephen Williams again, isn't it?
Great play.
No, it's not. Number 2.
Great play by Stedman Hill.
What a play.
Awesome
what a
play, guys.
What a play.
Guys, let's take a look at some of the great plays by the Primetime defense, because I'll tell you what, Tavion Baker, and here's the interception before that, the defensive play in the end zone. Great play with length, using his arms.
Yeah, questionable
size
play.
Matters, guys.
And this is great. We just mentioned it. Questionable play selection there for Dobbs, but a good thing for him to take home and think about. Hey, that's really not a play you want to run in flag football on the 5-yard line.
And I think you hit it right on the head. As long as Dobbs and Sanders play together, this thing is going to open up for both, because they both show the ability to run and throw the ball and understand how to manage the game.
All right, they get it down at their 25.
Creative formation there, something X-Flag hasn't done before.
Nope, it's incomplete. Incomplete.
There
Our guy who's
again.
been awesome is Kashif Charity. What a great job by Charity. Anticipation there on defense. He has been my star of the game. He's been simply awesome on both sides of the football, not just on offense. I love guys how they go both ways in 7-on-7.
Very quick, and hopefully he's down with a little injury here. I really hope he.
And here is our guy.
Just hurt himself.
Here's our guy, Kashif Charity on offense. Great catch there. And here's the pick. This is an awesome play. Play center field. Does another one downfield. This is a bomb. This is a great anticipation play, double coverage. Kashif Charity, he's got his eyes everywhere. Great job there. He's been awesome. He's been my player of the game.
Yeah, great hand-eye coordination, the follow-through. He just took a weird, looks like he's got a right lower leg.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Hopefully it's a cramp. Yeah. He kind of looked at it. He's planning
we saw a cramp in your game, James, earlier today. We saw a cramp. It looked bad. It looked like an ankle. But this one, we'll see what the trainer has here. But this has been a fun game. X-Flag was lucky to be down by 14 at halftime. They got on top. They scored early in the second half where we thought the momentum was changing. But as we know, it takes one play in professional sports to turn it around or get it back to where you were. And Kashif Charity is up. He's up slowly, though. He slowly needs a little bit of help.
Yeah, I saw him putting pressure on it as though maybe it was an ankle. I mean, you can kind of see.
Oh,
yeah,
he doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah, that looks like a turned ankle here.
That would be tragic at this stage of the game to have that happen.
Now, after this game, the next round, they've got about, what, 4 weeks?
Yeah, the next round is June 30th and July 1st in Pittsburgh.
On NFL Network. Kashif Charity, 4 for 56 and a touchdown.
Maybe, hopefully it's not an Achilles, guys. I've torn mine, and it's tough to walk on. So hopefully it's maybe just a sprained ankle. Or
he's in a lot of pain.
And like I told you, we've been here for like at least an hour or two, and it's already gotten warmer. This place is heating up. So like, hopefully these guys are getting hydrated while they're not on and playing. And best of luck to this young man.
Yeah, flag football is largely a battle of attrition, just like it is in the NFL, Willie. You play a tournament, you get a 12-man roster in the AFL, you do get an injury waiver, and you get 3 free agent pickups. A lot of these teams will deal with injuries before it's all said and done, and you have to be deep enough to overcome losing a guy. And that's tricky because in the NFL you get 53-man rosters. Sure. Here, you only have 12 guys. You lose one of your key playmakers, there's not just another guy on the street that's got the experience.
Now, how do you scout players? Like you're talking about, you've got 3 free agent moves. How do you know who's who when you have so many teams out there? Have you done any scouting, or do you do advanced scouting? How do you know who's who in this league?
Certainly being here this weekend helps. I got to watch every game. I have a good idea of who can do what. And I think the really interesting answer to your question is, what kind of team are you? If you're primarily a flag football team with flag football players, you're best to add a pure athlete. If you're primarily a pure athletic team, you need to add some flag guys. You need a mixture of them both.
And it's hard to find that balance, isn't it?
Hard to find the balance because I know right now, if I take on an NFL player, if I take on Michael Vick right now and start coaching him flag football, as good as he is, there is still a learning curve.
Sure.
And if I'm a team of all flag guys and I bring on Michael Vick, it's easier because everyone else knows what they're doing.
Right.
If I bring on Michael Vick and 9 other guys, all those guys have to learn together.
Marshall throws short. We're about at the 1-minute mark here. Next flag. One earlier today, but second game against Primetime didn't go so well. Primetime got up early. They were up 14-0 at half, and they've led the entire way. And they're going to move on to Pittsburgh, the next round on NFL Network.
I think X-Flag will be very happy with what they've done in this tournament. X-Flag is a flag football league, and so this team's name is not actually X-Flag. They went by it. They're primarily out west. They're not in the another injury here to another really good player.
Yeah,
that's the best player on X-Flag.
Terrific, yeah.
You know what has happened? A lot of these guys are trying to break down on this turf, and now they're breaking down thinking they're on grass. When you're on turf, you have to really drop your hips and explode out of it. These guys are kind of just settling down, and they're rolling their ankles.
Does the grass give more than field turf?
Yes, it does, actually. Yeah, on turf, it's a lot more slippery. You got to be underneath yourself. You got to have a lot more control. So these guys are kind of going from 0 to 60, trying to break down as if they're on grass, and you're starting to see a lot of rolled ankles.
And you're seeing the second game for both of these teams. These are 60-minute games. Steve Williams goes both ways. He's played 120 minutes of football today.
Wow.
And he's also playing corner and receiver, so almost every snap he's on the field, he is sprinting somewhere.
It tells you you've got to be in incredible physical shape just to withstand that. Playing 2 games in one day, that is a tough deal.
That's one of the reasons why you see a lot of lighter guys in flag football. People ask me what's the biggest difference between guys that play real football and flag.
I'll tell you that. Yep.
A lot of the guys are just as fast as guys that play in the NFL when you get to the top level, but they're 40 pounds smaller. In the NFL, you have guys that look out here.
Oops. It'll go down there.
Yeah.
Inside the 10-yard line. That should do it.
Yeah, Tyron Baker there.
That should do it.
Yeah.
Primetime will go on to win 2-8 as they're shaking hands here. Primetime will move on to Pittsburgh. They beat X-Flag 28-8. Guys, that was a pretty competitive game early, but in the end, Primetime clearly the better team.
Yeah, credit Ricky Dobbs, Joe Stevenson, Joe Sanders, Big Dipper. All those guys had great games. Josh showed the reason why he was so productive in Navy.
Willie and James, thank you. The final score at Primetime 28, X-Flag Football 8.